Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. We have Alan Stevens here with us, all the way from Australia. He's international profiling and communication specialist, and he's got some very interesting things to share with us today. So, Alan, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Thanks very much, Tony, for the invitation to be on your show in the first place. But to your audience, I'm, as you've said, Alan Stevens. I'm also the creator of the Rapid Trait Profiling System. And my whole business is in helping people to be able to read other people for the sole purpose of creating stronger relationships in all areas of their life. And I'm very much driven to be able to help people with that. Because the first 50 years of my life, I was very poor at creating relationships. After I turned 50, a few different things happened in my life that set me on a new direction. And I've spent the last almost 25 years now teaching people how to build relationships for themselves. And the byproduct of that has been I've got so many good relationships that have come by helping other people to build their relationships.
Totally. And something we actually mentioned when we were in the green room before we started recording was how this profiling and communication can help business owners and entrepreneurs.
Well, very much so. If you're able to read the other person, you know how to talk to them in the way that they want to be spoken to. The old saying of treat others as you would have them treat you is a golden rule, which is fine for, respect. If you want to be treated with respect. The communication, though, the platinum rule is treat others as they would have you treat them. So, in other words, speaking to them in the way that they need to be spoken to. Because if you can see somebody's face, even if before you meet them face to face, or even on a video call, if you've got a photo of them, you know their personality. You know how they like to take information in. You know how they like to be spoken to. You know their buying motives, how they will buy if you're selling to them. You'll know how much information they need when you're talking to them as well. And I know if I met you, if you don't mind me mentioning a couple of things here, but first of all, I'll make this little disclaimer for everybody to understand. There is no right or wrong trait. Every trait has an upside, every trait has a downside. If we understand that, then we know that if we read somebody's face, we know what situations they will flourish in the best. So that's where we would then put them. If they work for me, for instance, that's where I'd put them. At the same time, the downside, the traits tell us how they get triggered when they're stressed. So that now tells us how to set their environment up so they don't get stressed. And so if I look at your face, for instance, I know if I was meeting you face to face for the first time, you'd like a little bit of space when I first meet you because it's not that you're not friendly, you're discerning. You want to work out, am I a safe person to be around? Once you've worked that out, you're as friendly as anybody else. So when I meet you for the first time, I'm not going to stand too close because you're not going to be focused on what I'm talking about. You're going to be thinking, I've invaded your space. So that's the first thing I can look at. I know that the amount of information I need to make a decision is a lot more than you need. So if I spoke to you the way I needed to be spoken to, you're going to try and finish my sentences off, or you're going to try and move me on as quickly as you can because I can talk you in my way into a sale with you and keep on talking. I talk myself out of the sale as well. So knowing that, I know how to talk to you with the right amount of information. I know how to put you at ease so that you feel comfortable. It's about building rapport. It's about building that trust. And if you build trust and you're sincere about it, then you'll have loyalty from those people as well. So for entrepreneurs, this is this is a godsend to be able to have these skills.
Totally. And how long does it take for someone to actually learn those skills?
Well, presently on my master program, it takes about 3 months, and it's virtually 1 hour a week over 3 months, and they can learn all the information that they need. That's the facial features that tell the personality, the what how to use the words, then how to change the words you like to match the word the other person needs, the paralanguage that we may use, and the paralanguage that they with the way they respond back. Then we have the expressions and the body language that give us confirmation of how we've actually read them. All of that, we can learn enough of that in 3 months. And in fact, a lot of the people, as I'm training them, have been able to get clients across the line that they haven't been able to get across the line before, and we still haven't finished the training. And so,
Wow.
how long it really takes? Well, it's the old saying, how long's a piece of string? If you're focused on this, not very long at all.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, people that want to be focused on this, it looks like they can utilize it to improve their business. So, have you? What examples have you seen that this helped in sales?
Okay, I've got a builder up in Queensland, a commercial builder. He'd quoted on a building, and it was going to be the first of five buildings. If he got the first one, he'd get the others. He quoted $2 million to build the building, and they came back and the clients wouldn't go above 1.6 million. And the more he spoke to them, the more they were pulling back. I told when he showed me the face of the leading partner and his counterpart, I told him, right, if you're talking to the leading partner about the money, and he said, yes, that's what I've been talking about, because I've been trying to get them to realize it's going to cost $2 million. I said, stop talking to him about the money, talk about the service. This guy was all about receiving great service and giving great service. So in that, I then said, while he was talking to them, I then said, well, his business partner is somebody who wants to get projects done quickly, but he's also somebody who is all about the value. So I said, talk to the first one, the senior partner, about how the building's got to be set up the right way to be able to get the clients in. And if the service is right, they'll be successful. Then turn to his partner and point out to him that, hey, if you do as I've just suggested to your senior partner, the end result will be that you'll be able to get the people in, make the money in that one, move on to the next project faster, and be able to get through the whole program sooner, and then you'll be in the area of just making money. He added another $150,000 to his original quote and signed him off on it. And that was all worked out from two photographs, one of each of the partners.
Wow. So, how the system works, for example, in sales, let's say someone is having the sales call or Zoom call, and they can look at the photos of people. Like, do you need like many photos, or one is enough, or how does it work?
No, well, as you came on screen, all I've got is the face view of you, but the angles I can see there's, if I look over each shoulder, because I'm looking at a symmetry as well in the face,
Hmm.
and one side of the face might be slightly different to the other as far as the positioning of the ears and things like that. So those three photographs are the most important ones, but I can take it from a single photograph. As soon as you came online, I picked up enough information to know how to talk to you in a way in which making you so that you feel very comfortable and talk to you in a way in which you realize that I am focused on you getting the results that you're looking for. Because if you're a salesperson, for instance, your focus is to help the other person get the emotional outcome they're looking for, help them save time, help them either make money or save money. And if you're doing that, you're solving their problem, which removes their worry and stress. So if you do those five things, you're no longer a salesperson, you're a problem solver. And that's when the return on investment comes. As a salesperson, you can only charge a certain amount for your hourly rate type thing. But if you become a problem solver, it's no longer an hourly rate, it's a commission based thing. It's based on the return on investment that person gets. Like that client who got another $150,000 on top of his original quote that was falling off the table in the first place, compared to what I charged him to take him through the course, it's exponential return on investment. But now he understands how to do it. He can do that with every deal after that. So his return on investment over his lifetime is going to be ridiculously high.
Totally. And if people want to actually get in touch with you, learn more about you, connect to you, or find out more about your courses, how they can do that?
Well, the best way is always to go to my website. And the website is quite simple. It's my name, which is Alan, ALAN, and Stevens, STEVENS, .com and .au for Australia. So alanstevens.com.au. You'll find the online courses there, you'll find the master programs, you'll find the collaborations that I've got going there. There's also a wealth of information in the blogs. And for those that then want to partner with me as well, there's information on that. But my main focus right now is to create and train my competition because we need more people doing what I'm doing, but they've got to be doing it right. And so if I train them, they become a collaboration, a strategic partnership. They're never going to be my competition, so to speak.
Totally. And can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay, well, I've got a whole bunch of people around the world. I've got a college lecturer in Dublin. When she first came to me, she did my master course. And as we were working through it, another college closed its doors. And she works in the area of uh, the arts. And she usually had 7 students in a class. And they're usually people who are neurodiverse in one way or another. Well, while we were training, another college closed its doors. And she went from 7 students to 70, which meant that she didn't go to from one class to 10 classes. She combined them into pods. And that any psychologist will tell you that all these different diverse areas in the neurodiverse groups, you can't get them working together. She did. She did. The end result, the other college lecturers are having problems and wondering why she's not. So now I'm training her to train them. So what we're doing there is working on a course that will incorporate the basic stuff that's out of my course that she feels is the most important for them to learn. Doesn't have to learn the whole lot, but what's most important, and putting her teaching skills with it. So she creates a course which is hers. She then delivers that and takes the full remuneration on that. But where she wants to use my online materials, she's an affiliate partner. And if I've got enough of those people around the world, I make a good income out of that, and I'm there always supporting them. So I don't have to go out and spend the hours that I've always been doing, traveling and everything else. I've got them to do that. But more recently, because I did a lot of writing over last, not this Christmas past, but the one before, about coercive control and domestic violence and the dark, what do they call it, psychologies. I realized that there was more stuff that people needed to know. So I wanted to develop new courses. So with that, the people who are doing my master course at the moment, they've got a full year to pay for it instead of the 3 months that they would pay for it while they're doing it. And the next 9 months, they're working with me to develop the new course with all that new material, which includes uh, the techniques you would use for, say, hostage negotiations or dealing with narcissists and difficult people, body language, which is more proactive than reactive that most people use. And at the same time, some new facial features that start to indicate there could be some character issues as well to need further investigation. So while I'm building that course over the next 9 months, making sure that they get great results, because my dedication there is I'm working with one of the universities here in Australia, and the results that they get become case studies I take back to the university to get the empirical testing of the facial features that I need done. To have it recognised then right across the field as the leading profiling system on the planet, which is my target for this year. Just a small little job.
Wonderful, wonderful. Alan, thank you so much for being a guest today. Thank you all for watching, listening to this episode. If you want to check Alan's website, you can check it in the description of this episode. And on top of that, if you have any questions for Alan or me, you can ask them in the comments and we'll be more than happy to answer them. So see you all in the next episode. Alan, thanks a lot for being a guest.
Thank you very much.